You want to know why most people never start anything? Why they never take that first step, never launch that business, never make that move? It's because they're living inside this ancient trap without even knowing it. And it's keeping them frozen, paralyzed, stuck in the exact same spot year after year after year after year. Here's the idea. To get from where you are to where you want to be, you first have to cover half the distance. But before you can cover that half, you have to cover half of that half. And before you cover that, you have to cover half of that half. On and on forever, which means you can never actually get there. You can never actually move, because there's always another step to figure out first. Always something else you need to do before you can really begin. And here's what nobody talks about. Most people are living this trap. You want to write a book? Well, first I need to outline it perfectly. But before I outline it, I need to research more. But before I research, I need to figure out my exact angle. But before I know my angle, I need to read what everyone else has written. You just created an endless chain of things you need to do first. You're never writing that book. You want to start a business? First, I need the perfect idea. But before I have the perfect idea, I need more experience. But before I get experience, I need to save more money. But before I save money, I need a better job. But before I get a better job, I need more skills. Congratulations, you just trapped yourself into staying exactly where you are forever. This is what perfectionism actually is. It's not about having high standards. It's about creating endless subdivisions between you and action. It's about always finding one more thing you need to do first, one more step you need to complete, one more preparation you need to make before you can actually start. And here's the cruel joke. While you're stuck figuring out all the steps, someone else just moved. They didn't think about it. They didn't break it down into smaller and smaller pieces. They just took the step. And now they're there, and you're still at the starting line trying to figure out if you're ready yet. You know what defeats this trap in real life? Action. Just raw, imperfect, messy action. Because in the real world, you don't need to figure out every single step. You just need to move your feet. One step. That's it. Not the perfect step. Not the calculated step. Not the step you'll take after you've figured out every other step. Just a step. Here's what winners understand that losers don't. Progress isn't about solving the puzzle, it's about ignoring it. It's about saying, yeah, there might be 1,000 things between me and my goal, but I'm going to handle them so fast I don't have time to worry about them. It's about momentum, about action, about refusing to get trapped in the endless loop of preparation. The trap only exists if you're standing still thinking about it. The moment you start moving, it disappears. Because motion isn't something you think about, it's something you do. You're either moving or you're not. And if you're not, if you're stuck analyzing everything, if you're waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan, you're not being smart, you're not being careful, you're just being scared. Stop dividing the distance into smaller pieces. Stop finding more things you need to do first. Just start. Because here's the real paradox. The people who think the least about whether they can reach their goals are usually the ones who actually get there.